Episode 17, Season 2. What's going on, everybody? New episode, aerial view of our region here, coming along nicely. As you can see, we've only got a couple plots left. We're going to dig right into Graysmith Ridge. This is going to be our newest addition of our region. This is going to be kind of our little touristy area. Glad to have everyone back. Appreciate all the comments and the following that I'm getting lately. Much appreciated. Keep it coming. All right, let's do it. Now, last episode we had our airport up here, but I believe it got destroyed, and that was kind of a letdown because those things are not cheap. But we will try to place the airport somewhere in this little vast region here. I have a couple ideas for this city. My main concern is traffic, just because with tourism, with anything like this, with anything in the game, traffic's going to be an issue. So I'm trying to plan it as best as I can, keep those four-way intersections to a minimum, because it's going to be an issue. There, I said it. There's no way really around it aside from careful planning. You know, of course, until before the patch 7 drops, where we might be able to do a little bridge or a little tunnel in between here or there to kind of, you know, alleviate some of the stress on the roads. But for right now, we just have to, you know, go back to our roots and make sure we're making the right decision as far as the road. So this over here, you know, of course you might have a little pile up out here, but I don't really necessarily care about that. As long as the people can get in and leave the city, you know, and move around in the city, okay, I'm down. So we've got this little roundabout here, and there's not going to be anything built out here. This is more of just a, you know, just to make it look cool, you know. I mean, all our real building is going to be done down in here, and of course up this way. Industry as well. I know you used to be able to build like a non-industry city and just strictly focus on commercial. I think you might still be able to do it, but I know it's a little bit more tough after that recent update there, where they kind of revamped the whole industry and the freight producer message that you might be getting. So we'll have to keep it on that. But yeah, so we got a couple little gambling houses here. Last episode, I believe, we're even approved for our HQ, so that's something we have to look at, as well as landmarks. I want to add, I sent over a couple dollars here. I want to add an Expo Center here, and I like this little part here. I know I kind of touched on the last episode, but I really like this little area over here. And I don't know if I've ever added an Expo Center in like any of my cities. Where is it even at? I forget. Is it here? Yeah. Stadiums. Well, let's put it here and just see how it fares. Because I don't know. I mean, I'm a fan of the Expo Center. It draws plenty of tourists. It makes you money. So let's do it. Okay, so let's also take a look at a couple other things. So yeah, so casinos, landmarks, stadiums. This is what we're going to be kind of focused around. Well, we got some quick expansion here. Let's take a look. And these, is this commercial? See, look, already not enough freight producers. Let's see, can we add something out here? No, I think that's too far right along the coast. They ain't gonna let us do it. Cool. Alright, let's take a look at our, go down the board here. I think we're buying power, aren't we? Yeah, that's gonna have to change. I don't know how long that's gonna last. We've got plenty of power in our other cities, but at the same time, I don't know how long it's gonna last. Solar, I don't want too much mess here. I wish they'd add a few more power plants. That would be cool. I remember in the other SimCities they had a fusion power plant. They had a few other ones. Maybe we'll stay tuned for that. Hopefully they'll come out with something. Airport, that's what we want to focus on now too. We've got some room up here. I'm thinking maybe boom, boom, boom this way, because it wasn't working this way anyway with that mountain ridge there. Also, I want to talk about this episode are some ideas for my next series. I've built a couple, both my Season 1 and Season 2 for my SimCity series, if you guys have tuned in, guys and girls. Don't get me wrong, I'm having fun, it's good, but I was thinking about doing maybe something kind of new, something fresh. And I was thinking about, and tell me what you guys think in the comments below if you're interested in this. You know, we've got a game here that's mainly focused around the multiplayer aspect of it, and we're not really taking advantage of that. And I don't see many people on YouTube taking advantage of that either. For example, SimCity in itself, SimCity 2, 3, 4, whatever, they're all, one-player games, and we've been pretty much just one player. Most videos on YouTube are, with the exception of now you gotta connect your cities, and the resources are utilized a little better as the previous SimCities. But I was thinking, let's go ahead and bear with me now. Let's create a new region. Of course, I'll put my gamer tag info for Origin. I don't even know if it's up here. Add you guys as a friend. I'll put it all in the comments below for those of you that are interested. And let's do like a public multiplayer region with subscribers. So, for example, I'll put my information below. You guys send me a request. I'll add you. And I'll start a region, and everybody gets a city, and we'll just kind of go at it like that. And I'll record my episodes that way, and I will show off everyone else's cities. So it'll kind of get everyone involved. It'll get those of you that maybe have been thinking about doing YouTube interested, and we'll kind of take on it that way. I think it'll be fun. And with the only other time I tried multiplayer was, no joke, the first day the game came out. I had created a public region, and I just had some randoms join in, and it was glitchy. I'm not gonna lie. But with all the recent updates, with all the new patches coming out, I want to hope, or you can hope that they fixed it a little bit. So, oh, are you serious right now? Well, why won't that fit there? Plenty of room, no? Well, that would have been just ideal. Won't be like that. But again, yeah, just leave the information in the comments below if you think that's lame, or just tell me. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. I'm trying to branch out a little bit, get away from the norm. You can catch a video on YouTube or whatnot of, oh sweet, okay, so it just needed that little bit extra road. Awesome. So now the planes can take off and leave pretty freely. That's pretty cool at the top of a mountain like that. Okay. So, nice. And let's add, let me turn this up here. I don't like, it's a little slow when the city starts. After we get moving, we can move it down just a little bit to maybe llama speed. So we're focused not so much on cargo, but more on the tourism. So let's add one of these modules. And what does this even add? Increases your airport's capacity from rinky-dink connections to something more respectable. Allows private jet flights of high-wealth tourists and large passenger planes filled with medium-wealth tourists. Alright, so medium and high wealth, not so much focused on low. That's good to know. And also what I like to do is make sure we've got a bus stop. Gotta have the bus stop. Where's the front door? I won't put this thing like literally so they get out of the bus and they don't even have to walk. Boom. There you have it. And then I guess we can do a park and ride. That would make... Can always move that so they can park their cars here too. I don't know. We'll see how that works out. If not, we can move it around a little bit. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, this, I think, the way I have this set up, we'll see how when the traffic comes and goes, but we'll see if this is gonna create a real issue. If not, then maybe we'll connect it to here. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm sure it'll cause some sort of traffic. Let's schedule a little tiny event. See if we get anybody coming in. Come on, darkness, go away. I wish there was a time or a way to adjust. I think maybe in sandbox mode you can. The time. And try to keep it light for most of the day. The way I sit down in my chair, if I don't tilt my screen, I don't know, it's so dark for me in all my games, even with brightness up. Same thing here, we've only got a 3-way stop, so I don't think this is going to be too much of a concern down the line. I hope not. And then we've got a nice little scenic tour of the Space Center. I mean, that thing looks epic. Look at that. I've never seen a close-up shot like that. I was watching the video back to myself. I was like, wow. Usually the views you get of these space centers and stuff like that are like that, and that's about it. The nearest city is nowhere near the actual plot for this for the city specialization, or for the great work, I should say. But this city, or this region in particular, does have these cities that are an arm's length from, from a city, so you can get that close bird's eye view of everything going on. So I'm happy for that. Still buying power, it seems. Maybe we can add something up here. Are we down on water? We're in the dumps on water too. We gotta add some utilities in here. Let me add another just to get us by, and then we will. Jeez, man, there ain't nobody. Maybe over here. All right, cool. We only got a couple people here, but that'll fix it for the moment. Power. I don't want some big smoke blowing whatever, These work really well. And I know I don't know if I've made. Let's put this. And I know in Burton Basin, a university. Maybe I'll hop over there, not now, but maybe off camera and research that, because that concentrated solar array, if you get enough of those in there, it's almost as powerful as like an oil power plant maxed out. I've done it before, and there's no pollution. I mean, we don't want no tourists to come here and breathe in smog and air. That's not what we want. All right, let's get that opened up. Let's get it opened. What are they talking about here? Not enough freight producers. You would say that, wouldn't you? There you go. There's a freight producer for you. Import your freight. I mean, I've got a city right over here that is just abundantly full with freight. Import it. Not a hard thing to do. We've got roads connecting the cities. 3 people sick. These gambling houses, ever since they revamped the gambling, it is awesome. What did that say? Satellite launch soon. Space Center launch in 24 hours. Tourists flood Graysmith Ridge. And we got a blimp. I like that. That is beautiful right there. That is beautiful. That Maxis blimp. Coming from the region. Beautiful. So we start at 8 p.m. It's 2:21. We got some people coming. Happy. Is that a bus stop over here? Oh, I do have a bus stop. See? That's that careful planning I've been talking about. I'm going to go a little slower on this city here. I'm not going to do pretty much anything off camera. I'm going to let you guys see. I did have a comment, actually more than one, if I look through them all. And again, guys, if I don't get back to you in your comments, it doesn't mean I didn't read it. It's just sometimes I'm just busy, and I read them and I'm at work and stuff like that. So, keep leaving the comments. I do read everything you guys put, and I definitely appreciate it. What I was going to say is my last tourist city, the one in, I don't know what the name of that region was, but the last, basically season 1, where I had my tourist city on the water there with all my casinos and whatnot. There was a couple times. I mean, that city is mad prosperous. I mean, I make, I think, like 15 or 20,000 an hour, plus I'm exporting. So that is a really, really profitable city. However, there were some times where the city did go literally into the dumps, where I had all 3 bond measures out, and the city was on the verge of complete financial devastation. And I, of course, fixed it, but a lot of it happened off camera. And, it was like I'd hang up from the episode, and then I'd look down and I'd be like, oh man, there's some problems. And I'd try to correct it, but it ended up taking me an hour and a half to correct it. And I'd be like, man, that could have been like 3 episodes. So this city here, I'm not going to even go on the city unless I'm recording for you guys. So this particular city will probably go on quite a few more episodes than the previous. just to kind of let you know and show you what's involved if you want to go ahead and do something like this. Mac users, I also saw they've confirmed launch for August the 29th, which is about 10 days away, I want to say. What's today? Yeah, 10 days away. So you guys will be getting your hands on that soon. And I've actually got to do a little bit of research on that and just make sure, even on the Mac, or you're going to be able to connect with others that are on PC, like through multiplayer. I think you are, but I haven't confirmed that. So, don't hate me in the comments because I didn't quote the information correctly. I'm just going off of what I've been hearing. So everybody's kind of moving in. We're not going too much residential here. It's going to be mostly commercial. You could see a pretty heavy regional demand for just low wealth commercial type property. Nobody coming in yet. We got 9 people waiting to leave. So that's cool. Fire, 2 buildings burned per day. Not enough freight producers. Still getting that little message there. I think we corrected our power. Let's just stop this and let's just see what it does. So we're still in the dumps here. Backed up pipes. Don't have the most room in this city, I want, well, we need to. Sewage is definitely a top priority. Where can we put this mess? One's going that way. I guess we can somehow put it up here. How big is this thing, this sewage plant? It's pretty big, I think. And just bear with me, because, I know this is residential up here, but this is quite temporary. Alright. Did we? Oh, we got 25,000. Cool. So we did have a successful, let's pay this off here. We did have a successful first event, so that's definitely a good thing. We've got some people coming in. Now the region does know that we have a little expo center working, so bravo. Okay. All right, everything is upgraded. That's really what I wanted to see this episode. So let's find out what our next little attraction is going to be, because I want to build the attractions and then kind of build the city around it. A theme park? We can do a theme park. Let me know if you guys. I'm not going to touch it this episode. Let me know if you want a theme park in the city, because if we do, we're going to have to clear some land. We're talking, this whole area is probably going to be full, unless you just wanted to do a very small one. Maybe we can even put something down here, kind of off the beaten path. So let me know if you want to see a theme park, because that is definitely something that's going to have to be added in probably the next episode or the one thereafter. Just because of the sheer size of it, we don't want to compact ourselves in. There it goes. I thought you could maybe see it go all the way up, but cool. That one at least played some sound. The last one that launched didn't even play any sound, so you get 100 grand for that? Hey, that's pretty cool. Every time that launches, you get 100 grand. 100,000 simoleons. All right, what was I thinking? Oh yeah, attractions. That's right. It wouldn't be bad to have an attraction right across from the Expo Center. I think you get to choose 3 total. I want to do one that I haven't done before. Whoa, that one is huge. I don't know. Isn't the Sydney Opera House, like in real life, isn't it like right on the water? I think it is. I've never been to Sydney, but from the pictures I've seen, I think it's right on the water. We've done most of these. I don't know if we did the Empire State Building on any of our episodes. That would be kind of cool, putting it right there. Empire State Building is crazy. The We've done that. Definitely there. Not sure about that one. Eiffel Tower, yes. Brandenburg Gate, yes. Yes, yes. I know we have not done that one, so that's definitely a possibility. We've done Giralda. That yes on that. Colonel Dome we have. Leaning Tower of Pisa, I think we might have in one of ours. Can't remember. That's the Oslo. Wait, hold on. Oh, this is the Sydney Opera House. My bad. That's the one that I thought was on the water. They look pretty similar. So that's the Oslo Opera House. That I don't know where the heck that is. Oslo in Norway, okay. That I think we might have done. I don't know. Statue of Liberty I know we have not done. That would be kind of cool. Alright, so that's probably one we want to do. St. Basil's Cathedral. That is in Russia. That thing looks pretty cool. Stockholm City Hall. That's the Sydney Opera House. Tokyo Tower looks pretty sweet. Washington Monument. What is this here? Poland. Oh, and that's the Willis Tower. We've definitely done that before. I'm kind of liking the... Maybe we could put it like out here somewhere. It's so expensive. I don't, putting this down and then being like, oh, yeah, I want to move it. I mean, that's $575K for that. I mean, that'd definitely be a start. I mean, that is going to be crazy. People are going to come want to see that. Hold on, let's look. How could we do this here? Thinking traffic, guys. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so we're going to put it there. So what is that going to mean? That's going to mean that every Tom, Dick, and Harry that are going to come into the city are going to go boop, boop. And... if we put it back out here at least, we've got our own little... Are we in the dumps again with power? Give me a break. I don't got time for this. I mean, there's nothing even here in this city. Well, how are you in the dumps for power? It's been dark for like this entire episode too. You guys notice that, or is that just me? It's like dark all the time in this game. Mayor House. Got Poo Poo back up. Power from region. I want to put it out here. I think that would be cool. Let's see. I guess we can do here and then just delete a little bit. Let's take it on back. Let's see if we can do something. We'll use a little. See if we could do something cool like this where. Probably should have went back a little farther though. Yeah, let's go back a little farther. Because at least this will be kind of like, because this is going to be complete tourist. It's going to be completely bananas for tourism, man. This is going to be crazy. Alright, now let's just make sure we do this right. 500 something thousand. We got to make sure we're doing this right. And it's placed perfectly. I'm going to watch if I think that's about right. Okay, so you saw that, didn't you? It clicked itself over. Oh well. I think it looks good. That is going to be crazy when we get all this tourism in here. Tourism, tourism, tourism. We can put a couple gift shops out here. And that is going to be crazy. Crazy, I tell you. Alright, so I'll give that a few minutes. And oh yeah, bus stop. Always gotta have the bus stop. That's how these peeps are gonna get out here. Arrive from the region. That's fine. Alright, we'll see how that works. Out in the corner like that. Okay, let's schedule another event here. Sporting event. Okay. Anybody coming in our airport yet? Alright, we got 100 people coming. That's cool. Most I've ever seen from from municipal. I had one in a region. I was getting like 1,200 a day. So it could be definitely can help you. It's kind of hard to get those going a little bit. But if your tourist destination is a big enough hotspot, they will come. And I always, like I said in my other videos, I always wait until the very end to add an airport. And then I have no room for it. So at least in this particular region or this city, I've planned it to, plan the airport kind of around the city, or plan the city around the airport, I should say. So that's good. Train station too, that's the other thing we got to make sure we add for the people coming from the other cities. Let's add this sewage thing here. I want to take care of all these utility issues. It's not the best place, but it's also kind of out of the way. And let's get that thing opened up. And then we'll get rid of those outflow pipes that are polluting this whole area over here. Those things are such a mess for a city. Those little, what are they called? Yeah, sewage outflow pipes. They are just a mess. Alright, so now we got sewage going there, so we better just get rid of these. Alright, perfect. And then, what else? What was the other thing I was going to do? Oh yeah, water. So yeah, so water is usually better or best placed right by this. We'll give that a chance. This is going to fill our whole water tables out over here, so let's give that a chance to do that. It'll take a little bit of time, but in the meantime, let's just add these just to keep our head afloat. And do we got anybody coming here yet? Man, I thought I lined that thing up, didn't I? Is it lined up? It's like off to the side a little bit. We can move the road a little bit. It's gonna bug me because I wanted it to be like the focal point of the whole city. Let's just do that. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can fix it. Oh, I know I just put those water towers in. Please forgive me, Lord. Yeah, we can fix this. Look how cool that looks though with the lights. Oh man, I love it. I love this. I know I rag on it being night, but I tell you what, it does make everything look really cool. So, alright, let's see here. I want it to be, like I said, like, let's shut these guides off. And, that looks about straight. Yeah, I know you don't have road connection. Cheer up. It's coming. We got you hooked up. I promise you. Stop going nuts over there. Alright, so now we've got it literally perfectly centered down. Let's take a look at this from bird's eye view. Look at that. That's what these people are going to see coming down there. How insane does that look, guys? And I can't get over. Oh my god, these people are walking. It's like a mile. Where are you walking to? You're walking home? Dang. Hey, I hope everybody walks. That'll be cool. Less traffic. Less traffic to deal with. Wow, we're making $2 an hour. Way to go, me. Did we open up some shops out here? I am not putting any residential down here, so deal with it. I guess we can add a little bit more, though, because we're having some stress on the jobs. Stress on the jobs. There you go. Move in, people. We need some workers. I don't want you here, but I need you to fill all the jobs for our tourists. We can't have short-staffed work environment where people waiting on lines at gift shops. That's not acceptable here. Dude, this is going to be so cool once it gets kind of up and running and people get here. Low-wealth tourists. All these places always fill up with low-wealth tourists. That'll definitely, when people start moving in, that is going to be, we're going to make a lot of money on that. And we got our blimp and our space center. We got everything cooking up. All right, so let's wrap this one up. We will go ahead and kind of pick up, of course, where we left off here. Like I said, I am not doing anything off camera this episode. So, or this city, I should say. So you guys will be able to see everything, the ups, the downs. Go take a screenshot of that. That looks pretty cool. To be able to see the ups and the downs, how I fix it, how I don't fix it. If the city ends ablaze, you guys are going to be witness to it. So much appreciated for tuning in. Comments below. Also, just to touch on again, if you skip through the video, let me know what you think about the multiplayer aspect for my channel. You know, it's not something you see all the time. Not guaranteeing it's going to be perfect and go off without a hitch, but I know those of you that are following my channels, that are leaving the likes, that are, this would most likely apply to. You know, just the random person that stops by and you know, views my channel. Of course, please subscribe if you like what you see. As far as the multiplayer aspect, there is, I think, 16 total plots in a region. Of course, I would be one, so I would need 15 other candidates. I'm sure there's at least 15 of you on here that are interested in this. And those would be the 15 that I would invite, and we would try to kind of stack out an entire region and just see how it works, you know? I mean, see, kind of, in a sense, test the game, test the multiplayer, and I haven't seen anything like this. So let me know in the comments below. I will read everything, and I will see everyone next episode.